Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. We've got a top 25 showdown in this one, both teams with an opportunity to get a statement victory. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage. Step to 17. Offense getting set for first down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. At the 35, he's loose. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, it's an electrifying run. And you think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker into his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
And we've been waiting to see the spin move, and so too had the defense. They were ready for it.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Now they'll try the right side. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The Bulldogs want to move quickly.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this.
Deep shot for the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Long incompletions, okay. You got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Now facing a 3rd and long. Running back goes in motion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Looking deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
I think it's really hard as a quarterback to know when to put touch on the ball, when to throw that thing as hard as you possibly can. And right there, I don't think he needed to throw it that hard. I think he could have softened that up a little bit because he had a chance to hit the guy deep for a big play.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. And the Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Beck. Got his man on the right. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
He'll take a shot. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Offense set on first down. The give to the tailback. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And the quarterback's by his lonesome on 2nd and inches. Quarterback checking off. Back to throw. It's Milroe. Gets rid of it. Makes his connection. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Alabama pushing the tempo. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Ball in the air. Intercepted. And he was finding space, and he took it all the way back to the 22.
You can tell the quarterback didn't do a good job with his eyes. You got to look people off. You got to make sure you move those safeties with your eyes by opening up or pump faking one direction. He didn't do a good job there. The safety capitalized, makes the big INT.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. To the air, it's Milroe. Gonna let it fly. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
Finds his man enough for the first. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Quarterback checking the play. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And that pass intercepted. Takes it the other way. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Dogs! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching him. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Henderson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do.
It's complete. A huge pickup. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Makes the catch on the left. Touchdown Tide. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. One final play before the end of the quarter. Using his legs, it's Etienne. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter.
Georgia 21, Alabama 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Power football with the run. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Back to pass, it's back. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, and they convert. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Looking for space, it's Frazier. At the 40, there he goes. Got a lot of running room. Defense is there to make the stop, and he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. See if they can get it done on second and goal. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. And he's wrestled to the ground.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
They're going to throw it on third and goal. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
It's fourth and goal, and they'll go for the touchdown and keep the kicker on ice. Wide out in motion. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
defense was ready, and the offense thinking maybe they're going to all jam up in the middle of the field and try to get ready for an inside run. That time, they were expecting the receiver running it outside on fourth. Great speed, nice open field tackle. This defense is coming off the field, and they've earned it.
Standing in his own end zone, looking to throw. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly, and receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Keeps it going. He'll pull it down. Oh, what a cut! After 45 on his way. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They want to run it left here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Dropping back, it's Milroe. Pocket starts to collapse. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. A 3rd and long coming up here. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Gets it out quickly. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together.
Nice run there on first down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on, so they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football and let him get lathered up.
Trying to impose their will with the run. They knock him down right there.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. Taking it the other way. The 20. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Here comes that Alabama offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can improve. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. To the air, it's Milroe. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. That was not a great throw. I'd even call it ungood. Tried to put some air under it and just made it too easy.
I don't think the quarterback had a lot of confidence in where he was going with that football, Reese. I mean, that's a ball that needed to get there so much.
Throws toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's not afraid to go deep. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Comes out throwing on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. He wants to throw here on second down. Finds his big tight end. And he make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming.
Georgia, 35. Alabama, 7.
Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Alabama quickly back to the line. To the air, it's Milroe. Getting some heat. And the quarterback is snowed under. Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. On second down, just keeps firing. With the catch, it's Bernard. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
On the ground, it's Etienne. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll run play action. Looking to scramble. Finds his man. It's dealt. And the defense holds firm. No pickups at all on that play.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there. And the quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Now adjusting. He's going to take off. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw. It's Beck. Lets it fly deep downfield. And the throw and catch was good, but you got to do it in the field of play, and he couldn't quite keep that foot in bounds.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
He'll take another shot here. Touchdown, Dogs! And the route is on. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The give to the left. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Alabama pushing the tempo. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Quarterback will audible. Wants to throw. It's Milroe. Throws to the tight end. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Throws for the tight end. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They want to just keep throwing it. Looking to the big tight end. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Dances away from the heat. He'll let one go down the right side. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Alabama! how about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for the big return there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 28. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention.
Trying to beat the D deep. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, passing complete.
Looking to throw, it's back. This time he's got it. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
They'll try the right side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
They could have used a little bit more there. Picked up 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd down.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here.
Here we go. Gaucho.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quick strike complete. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, going to the air. Makes a grab enough for the 1st. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
At the end of the 3rd quarter of play, with the score, Georgia 42, Alabama 14.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Georgia.
First down to start the drive after the break.
42 Spider. 4.
To the air, it's back. A shot for the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th quarter? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with the W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing.
Fires one high and deep. Brings it down on the right side. And he breaks into the open. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. On the move, it's Etienne. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He throws one to the left. Oh, he gets downfield for the big catch. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Looking to throw, it's back. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! And the pummeling has started. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again. He'll take the deep shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. And now on second down for this offense. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Feeling some heat. Going to try to get it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. He'll throw on third down. Fires left. Got him downfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Alabama quickly back to the line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight it, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Looking to pass, it's Milroe. Quick completion on the out. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. They keep attacking through the air. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. They're bringing heat. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that first down. You can call them whatever you want, but that was really smart.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Scanning the field, it's Beck. Going for it all. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, going up top. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. The Dogs getting set on 1st and 10. And that pass picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
One more play to pad the stats. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer.
Man, the defense has got to be kicking themselves. They had the offense pinned back so deep in their own end. It's one thing to give up a completion, but you can't let the receiver...
Oh, they try to trick him. The holder wants to pass. And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game. Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, "That's just bad."
Bad, or as Reese Davis would say, ungood. Just very ungood performance. Flush this one down the toilet, move on. It's not your best day. You lost in ugly fashion, to be honest, but better days ahead.
And I think a lot of this has to come on the shoulders of the players. They need to be able to realize they just didn't do enough. So they've got to turn the page. They've got to go back to work, have a great week of practice, and put out a better effort next week.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.